We're just about, let me see, 11 minutes out of McCallan McCallan.
012 Quebec, cross Skids intersection at a maintain 6,000.
And I've got about another 400 feet to lose. I'm intercepting the localizer is called for only 13. And that is because the wind's pretty strong. So go ahead and watch and see.
Hey, 1 Golf 443, Houston Center, focus
green line here.
3011.
Means, let me see, 200 feet to go. I got 120, 100. Give a little power here.
3011, Dave. 443.
Okay, I got some power to level off here. And I'm basically holding about a 10-degree extra heading here to the right, so I can intercept this little line you see on my screen here. That's the ILS, Instrument Landing System, or Sequence 13 for the McAllen Airport. So I'm just holding here 7,000 feet. And let's see if I can descend a little lower here in a second, because I'm going to be going back in the clouds otherwise. Pretty soon you're going to see that needle slowly come to the center. When it does, I'm locked on the fine little line out from the airport called the ILS. My ground speed right now, I've slowed down because I pulled the power back. I'm only 37 miles away. Go ahead and activate my flight plan here, like this, procedure.
Platinum 1639, contact valley approach 121.0.
121.0 for Platinum 1639, so long.
So long.
Okay, I got that up there, and the tower frequency is 118.15. So I'm all set.
Skydive 17X, the traffic's now 1 mile west of your position.
My needle's slowly coming in. And approach good afternoon, Platinum 1639 at 7,000 feet. Whiskey, and we'll just go ahead and follow the localizer in 13.
Platinum 1639, valley approach, roger. Maintain at or above 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 13 approach.
Okay, remain at or above 3,000 until established cleared for ILS, runway 13 approach, Platinum 1639. Okay, it's close.
Platinum 639 affirmative, you are 21 miles from Fader.
Okay, we'll just pick it up visually here once we get below the clouds, Platinum 1639. We're pulling our power back here to about 20% on these little gauges you see. And that little green gauge that I'm going to point to right in just a second is right here. It's slowly coming to the center. So I'll go ahead and keep my speed coming down. Currently 25 miles from that little point out there. See the clouds up ahead, I'll be below those before I get to them. I'm descending 1,700 feet a minute. I go to the right just a few more degrees because the wind is blowing from my right to left about 7 knots. Over here, it tells me how strong the winds are off my right.
Skydive 17X, roger.
There we go, and that should bring it right to the center. You also see the little plane here. I'll zoom in a click. There's the plane, and so I'm slowly coming on. I'll go ahead and turn a few degrees to the left, and it should keep that thing perfectly centered.
Platinum 1639, area of light precipitation, 12 o'clock, 7 miles. Area is 2 miles in diameter.
Yeah, I see that. Get a little plane wash, Platinum 1639. Yep, I'll be going through a little bit of rain here pretty soon. Okay, my descent in-range checklist was done.
Phenom 14 Alpha Hotel, Valley departure, squawk 4616 and ident.
My flight nav instruments are set, my altimeters are set, my ice protection ignition is on as required. Checklist is complete for descent in range.
Skydive 17X, roger. Say runway order request at Brownsville. 17 X-ray, left traffic, runway 13, right.
1,000 feet to go.
Radar contact 5 miles northeast of the Port Mansfield Airport, Harlingen altimeter 3008. Cleared to Sugar Land Airport via direct Corpus Christi VOR. Touchdown 1 arrival. Climb and maintain 15,000. Expect flight level 230 in 10 minutes.
Just follow this needle. If we keep that needle centered all the way down, I got about 300 feet to go.
Hotel, read back correct.
I level off here at 3,000 feet. That little beep means I have 200 feet to go.
X-ray, roger.
Bring some power up here. Level off at 3,060, 3,040.
Platinum West 639, traffic, 10 to 11 o'clock, 5 miles maneuvering, altitude indicates 1,700.
And we're looking for that traffic, Platinum West 6300. Okay, there's a traffic item we're supposed to be seeing. Let me put them on my scope. I've got the ability to see traffic. That's unavailable.
4 Alpha Hotel, contact Houston Center 128.15. Good day.
I'm watching for my glide slope next. That's this little thing here. Is a green dot. It'll start to slowly come down.
128.15.
That tells me when I can start descending for the runway. So I have to keep this centered and keep this centered right down here, this little line. That'll be a perfect ILS. A little bit of rain now coming in.
Platinum West 639, traffic no factor. Additional area of moderate precipitation, 12 o'clock, 2 miles. Area is 3 miles in diameter. It's between Missy and the airport itself. Final.
And we got there visually, again, a little bit better plane wash. Platinum West 639. Told the guy a little more plane washing. Okay, right at 3,000 feet. My speed is 188 knots. And I've got another 12 miles to this place called the Outer Marker, which is messy.
Got have 17 X-ray, contact Brownsville Tower, 118.9er.
So I'm right now, not quite to the ILS. If I was flying in the soup right now, I'd be following these needles specifically, staying at 3,000.
November 810 Sierra Alpha Valley departure,
right, of course.
Contact.
I'll go ahead and change a couple degrees to the left to the fly a heading of about 136. And let that little needle come back to the center again, right about there. Level off. Are we having fun yet? Nobody's over here to help me, it's all me.
Platinum West 639, contact McCallan Tower, 118.5.
Is it 18.5 or 18.15? Platinum West 639. Oh, it's 18.5. Thank you.
Thanks.
118.50. There we go. McCallan Tower, Platinum West 639 is at 3,000 inbound, visually runway 13.
Platinum West 639, McCallan Tower, runway 1 to Colonel Land.
Clear about 13, Platinum West 639.
So we got a level 2 shower about, starts about 5.5 mile final and stops at about 2 mile final. And it doesn't look really bad from here, but it's what's showing on radar.
And just a little bit of rain. Get a nice plane wash. Thanks, Platinum West 639.
Yeah, my truck got washed on the way in.
Okay, now here's my GPS coming in, so I'm going to slow down. I'm going to put a quarter flaps in. Speed does check. Setting quarter flaps. Quarter flaps are set. As soon as that dot gets to, I got to bring this down to a little lower for the power. As soon as that dot gets to one dot above the line here, that's when the gear comes down and my lights all come up and half flaps and landing checklists. That's the profile for our company. So I'm just watching for that now. Not quite a dot above. See over here, the plane is coming to Missy. That's the Outer Marker, it's called. So everything looks good, 3,000 feet, and we're not quite a dot above yet. And we're right on the localizer here. The line is perfectly straight. So, okay, there's 1 dot above. I give it half flaps and gear down. Hold my finger. Transition lights are on. 1, 2, and 3 green. All the landing lights come on. We do a landing checklist. Landing gear is down. Hydraulic pressure is in the green. I wanted to set about 800 feet a minute. Okay, that means I've descended beyond 300, 3,000. Nose steering is armed, showing armed. Speed levers are high, lights are all up, and the flaps are set to half. Landing checklist complete. So I just have to keep this line centered and keep this little dot in the center, and I'll be perfect on the glide slope all the way in. That's what we got to fly. I can take my altitude now and change it back up, as we're no longer following the altitude, we're following the glide slope and the localizer. Now if you look on this screen, you actually can see the runway. It shows the runway right in front of you there. Pretty cool, huh? So right here, there's a little strip there in front of you. Just have to line that sucker up. I'm a little low. See, I'm still 1 dot below, so when I bring up my speed a little bit here, just so I don't... Okay, I'm descending now 600 feet a minute. And I haven't quite got the outer mark. Outer mark is right here. Okay, we're just coming up to the outer marker. Everything's flashing. It says next course 134, which we're currently doing. Little rain shower here. Now we're right back on our glide slope. Right here it's perfectly centered. So I'll start descending about 500 feet a minute. There's the rain shower. Heavy rain. Coming down, just follow the localizer. Pretty soon now you're going to see the airport in sight. We're only about 4.5 miles away, and there she is. Right up there in front of us. A little more rain. Doesn't bother me a bit. Okay, we're just about doing fine here. A little bit right of course, so I'm going to correct over here. Pull some power back here a little bit. A little high, little dots, about 1 dot below me now, so pull a little more power back. There we go, get back on the glide slope. Okay, we're about good speed here, 140. Almost all centered up. I'm going to slow down a little bit. I want to go across that threshold there at 120. Okay. Right on the glide slope. Now also as a professional pilot, I want to hit that center line. I want to put the main wheels on both sides of it and hit the front nose of the center line. There we go. I can use full flaps now. Full flaps are coming in to slow down. Minimum speed. Okay, I'm looking for the center line. I have to control the plane until I want it to do. Using some more trim. Getting close to those 1,000-foot markers. And okay, keep flying it. Right in the center there, and hold the nose off, and down. There we are. Go ahead and whip for 90 knots. There we are. Pull it back in reverse here. Slows me down. Time down is 50 after the hour.
Tower 527 Delta Victor, McCallan, ground standby. Southwest 360, correction, 639, you going to a cargo?
Yes, we are. Down there up by Prairie, and we're going to turn left here and follow Charlie down, right?
Roger, taxi to Park via Charlie, cross from 18.
Hey, via Charlie, cross 18, Planet 16300, thanks. Okay, we'll turn our...
Victor, ground, you ready, copy?
Okay, we'll go ahead now and get ourselves cleaned up the plane. First, take the speed levers low.
Victor, clear to the Harlingen Airport, S5.
Props are up.
Maintain 003,000.
Taxi lights are on.
121.0. 13. Squawk 4526.
Taxi, I look down and look after landing. Speed levers are low. Flaps are back up again. Transponders on standby. Lights are on taxi only.
Send out the Victory back to
Ice
the
pack conditioners turned off. Boost pumps are off.
X-ray on the
Time was noted. Trims have to be reset. That's the beeping sound you hear. I'm looking at this little green lever over here to bring it back to the center. While I keep the plane in the center line. Okay, it's in the center, so trims are set. Time was noted. Passenger briefing is not required. Landing checklist complete. If you look here, you'll see on my iPad, I actually have myself taxiing where you see me here. You look at this, you'll see it shows me where I'm taxiing the runway. Right now I'm coming to the intersection, passing it. Pretty cool, huh? Speed up a little bit here. We're going down here to McCallan Aviation, where they're going to have my freight I'm going to pick up and take to Flint, Michigan today on the 12th of July. Let's get back in the center line. I'm looking around the different places here, different planes. I see my marshaller out there. He's standing out there waiting for me to come in.
Send up Victor, go ahead, the Metroliner entering the ramp, runway 13, taxi via 18 Delta and Alpha.
Let's slow down a little bit here. Put it in reverse. We're crossing an active runway. This is 18. I'm looking down right here, which is very short. This guy wants to quit me now. Marshaller. Turn off my taxi light and my landing light. Still need them now. Nice jets. Pilatus right there. And here comes my marshaller. And it's a stopper. Okay, let's turn off the things, put the brake on, turn off my alternators, turn off my bleed air, turn off my avionics. See you guys.